And welcome back to another Paul's Aquariums unboxing. I am Paul, this is Paul's Aquariums. Aquarium shop in Brisbane for the last 24 years. Yes, creeping on, isn't it? Very, very scary. We have one awesome box of fish, lots of Malawi Cichlids and other assorted wonders, I know. And we have these guys. So these are Neocaridina shrimp. They are black, they are blue and black, separate colors. Some look bluey black. Local bred, very awesome little shrimp if you want a nice unheated shrimp. Blue and black shrimp, who would not want those? We have lots of other colors as well, but they just turned up today. First bag, wow, those are chunky catfish, look at them. So these are CORYDORAS catfish, South American catfish, Julii CORYDORAS. I don't have an invoice, so this is going to be a fun unboxing. We got an invoice, but it just wasn't for us, it was for someone else. So much fun. They haven't emailed me the invoice. Go figure. So big female, looks like mostly females. Big chunky CORYDORAS. That's about as big as they're going to get. Very big, very chunky, cool little community fish if you want something big but cool. Already adult size. Ask me how much they are. I will know by the time this is airing, so ask me how much they are and I can tell you. Some Malawi Cichlids. These are Cediotrophus, which are zebra cichlids. I think they call them Pulu Point or something like that. They are a big orangey fish, yes. So Malawi cichlids like a high pH. You don't want to mix them with fish like you just saw that CORYDORAS. These have evolved to live in a high pH between 7.8 and about 8.1, 8.2 from Lake Malawi in Africa. Super aggressive, you want to keep groups of them together. So anything less than like 15, 20 fish in a tank, and they will pick on the weakest one, kill it, pick on the next one, kill it, and you end up with one super aggressive fish and a lot of dead fish. So if you keep these in groups, they will even out the aggression. Obviously males are more aggressive than females, but those are the first Malawi cichlids in this box. We will jump to some more. And will I know what they all are? Who even knows? Yes, more Cediotrophus. These are orange blotch zebras, or OB zebras, because OB is easier to say than orange blotch. They sort of have purple blotches, not really orange blotches. I think back in the day they had orange blotches, but now anything with blotches is called an orange blotch. I think they used to call them blueberry zebras or something as well. I'm sure there's multiple names, but they are very cool. They are blotchy. Some of them will have a yellowy orange body to them, some won't. Cediotrophus, I think these are just more of a line-bred Cediotrophus than something you would find in the wild. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. That'll be fun, won't it? More Malawi cichlids. So we have Aratus. Aratus are super aggressive but cool. They are stripy. They go reverse color when they're mature males. So females will stay this lovely juvenile color, which is stripy, which is nice. I think we have a couple of bags of these as well. So males, when they mature, they will go a blacky brown color with the yellow stripes, where the juveniles and the females are a yellow color with the finer blacky brown stripes. Super aggressive, lots of rocks, high pH tank with all the other Malawi cichlids, and they will be fine. These are all mouth brooders, by the way, so that means that when they lay eggs, the female will lay the egg, the male fertilizes them outside the female's body, and then the female shoves them in her mouth, because that's weird. So you have about 3 or 4 weeks of them holding their eggs that develop into fry, and then they actually release them as miniatures of the adults out of their mouth. Super cool. If you've been watching any of my fish room videos, and if you haven't seen those, they're on the channel here somewhere. We breed a lot of Malawi cichlids, and you'll see little babies, and I'm pretty sure there's a few videos of them actually coming out of the mouth, so go hunt that down. That's going to hunt that down, and you'll see all that sort of stuff. Very cool Malawi cichlids. Joan Johnsoni, or something like that. Joan Johnsoni. They're very cool. They're nice mottled color. They don't get as big as the Cediotrophus, so they're going to max out around that 10 to 12 centimeters if you're lucky. Say 8 to 10 centimeters on average. A very cool Malawi cichlid, not as aggressive as the others, but fine with the others in a tank with lots and lots of rocks. More Malawis. Venistus. Venistus are cool fish. Very nice. They will get big. They have a giraffe pattern. If you've seen any of my I keep saying that. If you've seen any of my videos at home, you'll see these guys at home because we've got a few big girls. Not that big, maybe that big. They will max out around about that sort of 10-inch size, which is pretty big, 20 centimeters, give or take. The males go a really nice sort of bluey face and a sulfur crest along the top of them, and the females stay this juvenile color, which is like a giraffe pattern. Very cool, big open water Malawi cichlid. Just when you thought this video was normal, ha ha ha, I'm a floating fish head on the screen. I know, riveting excitement, but if you would like a discount on any of the fish you saw in this video, or any of the fish in the shop for that matter, till the date on the screen, you can get 10% off if you use the code word floating fish face. Yeah, well that's more free code words, isn't it? But yes, say those 3 words before you pay for your items and you can get 10% off any fish, plants or anything like that in the shop until the date on the screen. Hurrah! Electric yellows, Labiachromis, yay! So related to the John Hansoni, whatever they are. I know, we're just buggering up all the words today, aren't we? But electric yellows, one of the super common Malawi cichlids that you see, bright yellow, males and females, relatively peaceful as Malawi cichlids go, will hold their own with all the other ones as long as there's a lot of rocks and sort of stuff for them to get away from all the super aggressive ones. Very, very cool fish. Okay, these are albino. They're a Pseudiotrophus. Did not order these. I know I did not order these. I was supposed to get albino blue dolphins, but these are Pseudiotrophus. I think they call them albino pindani. That should be pindani. Or snow white cichlid is their common name. Again, a Malawi cichlid, but an albino version of a blue colored one, which makes them go white, because that's albino, or albino, depending on how you want to pronounce that. Same thing applies. These guys get around about 10-12 centimeters, super aggressive, but very cool because they're a super crisp white fish. Really nice Malawi cichlid if you want something different for your Malawi tank. Pseudiotrophus again, but these are Johanni, which look yellow, sort of like your electric yellows, but the boys will go a cool blue and black pattern to them. So as they mature, they totally change color. You ideally want, with most of these Malawi cichlids, you want 1 or 2 boys and lots of girls. If you only keep boys together, they're just gonna freak out and try and attack each other. So the whole boys and only thing in a tank really doesn't work long term. Better to have colonies, which is 1 or 2 males. So you have a dominant male, subdominant male, and the rest are girls. Very cool fish though. So if you want sort of in between orangey yellow with the cool blue, these fish are super, super easy to keep. That was all the Malawi cichlids, yay. Now we have other fishes. We have clown loaches. Now, this is interesting because a lot of people keep clown loaches with their Malawi cichlids, but these are Southeast Asian fish. They will tolerate a pH up to 7.5, and a lot of Malawis will tolerate the pH down to 7.5, but these guys don't live at 7.5 the whole year. So where they live in the wild, they go all the way down to like 6.5, up to 7.5, depending on the rainy season, the dry season. So they will tolerate the wide range, but they don't do ideal just at one high pH. So if you want to keep these, ideally you want to have them slightly below 7, which is what they are in most of the year, and then it jumps up slightly more alkaline. But we have lots of these guys. If you haven't seen them before, they are freaking awesome fish. They will get big, around about 1 foot long, maybe a little bit bigger. Takes them about 20 years to get that size. So these are all captive bred, schooling fish, nice group of them. You don't want to keep them with small things like neon tetras and that because they will eventually eat them. So when they look innocent like this, they are not. They've got little sharp beaks that just bite fish in half. And the bigger they get, the bigger the fish they can eat. Clown loaches are back in stock. Ooh, Pencilfish, South American awesome fish. Look at them. Some sort of red pencilfish, probably a common red pencilfish. There are so many different red pencilfish. These are huge. Perfect time if you want something really nice and peaceful for your community tank. Yeah, they are a decent sized fish. Very easy to breed as well. We've had them naturally breed in our tanks. Egg scatterers like a lot of other tetras and stuff are, even though these are a pencil fish and not a tetra. Kind of related if you squint, but not really. A very, very cool, underrated fish if you want something nice for a nice community tank. We have neon tetras. Yay! Neon tetras back in stock. Common, everyday, awesome neon tetras. Red, blue, pretty, little white bellies. South American schooling, they would go really well with the pencilfish. Ooh, That's an interesting one to end on. So these are tetras, but they're from Africa. Africa is a very, very large place. So these still want a slightly acidic water, so they're completely different than the Africans that you saw before, which are your Malawi cichlids. So these tetras come from the Congo area, soft, acidic. These are ironically Congo tetras. I know, they named them pretty good, didn't they? Because they're a tetra from the Congo. Very cool. They will get a decent size. They will get big enough to probably wipe a neon out, because they get around about that sort of 10, 12 centimeters. They've got a little mouth to them that can nip at things like guppies when they get big, but they're a big, rough and tumble tetra. Go really well with a lot of Central and South American cichlids that don't get too big as well. Very, very cool. Iridescent sheen to them as they get bigger, and the males get white trailing fins. That looks like everything in that box. If you enjoyed this super, super quick unboxing, click the thumbs up thingy so I know. Feel free to subscribe if you have not subscribed before. That would be wonderful. The more people that subscribe, the more the channel goes, oh, we'll show other people, and then everyone's happy. Happy, 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 happy. If you've got any questions about any of the fish in this video, comment down below. I'll get back to you. If you want to watch other stuff, there's stuff on the screen here, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you very, very much for watching.